Oh, I have to put this camera down a bit so you can see. I'm really sorry. I know. Let me just give it a notch. Okay. Because I want you to see the food. I want you to see the food I'm coming to eat. This is called amala. Amala. Look at it. I just cook okra soup. I was supposed to go live today to make a spaghetti bolognese, but I don't have the ingredients. I just make my amala. This is the powder I bought in the southeast. So I just make it in hot water. All this, the tutorial for this is gonna come. This is the okra soup. This is how you want okra soup and spinach to look like. And that's the amala. Because you can eat this kind of sauce with fufu or gari, but I prefer amala today. Yes, because I normally eat it with gari. This is amala. This is a Nigerian. In fact, I have to find out what amala is made of. Oh, this first bite is for you, my people. Ooh, ooh, my people, where are you? Spicy hot. Oh, but it's so good. This is smoked mackerel. I smoked the mackerel myself. Buy the fresh mackerel, put some salt, put it in the oven. Believe it or not, I see a lot of mukbang out there that say that you have to swallow fufu. But for me, I chew everything. Oh. This is a different way to cook okra. This is not the normal way I normally cook my okra. In this one, this okra has got some tomatoes inside. I'm gonna bring this recipe in the future. Just subscribe. This okra is Ghanaian okra from the Volta region. Because in Ghana, Sonyani have different way of cooking okra. Accra have a different way how to cook the okra. The Volta region have a different way. So I know how to cook all those methods. The Volta region, Accra, and Sunyani. Yes. Yes. I'm going to take you to every country I've traveled in my life. Those cuisine. Yes, I'm going to take you. My sister, my brother. Look at that. That's a juicy process. This is how you want your prawns to cook. You don't want your prawns to overcook. When they overcook, they become rubbery. We have another method. That's another method. If you want to fry your prawns. We have another method in Africa. We call fried prawns. You eat with your stew. Oh, um, mmm, mmm, oh, mmm, ah, ah, mmm, 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 oh, ah, mmm. I see people on Twitter. No, not on Twitter. On TikTok, learning how to eat fufu. God damn it! Why do you want to learn how to eat fufu? Just eat fufu, just like you are eating your KFC. Okra soup is gumbo in America. Actually, some of the TikTok videos I saw, the American children. Okra soup is gumbo, the gumbo your grandma used to make for you. Gumbo. Yes, gumbo is okra soup. They don't just use palm oil. They put oil in theirs. We use palm oil. Yes. But gumbo you make in America is okra soup. The same way you put gumbo in your mouth, it just slime. It's the same way with okra. But the difference with ours, we like flavors. Like this sauce now. I have here seasoning, prawn seasoning. I have fresh prawns. I have mackerel. I have spinach. And we use palm oil and we use seasoning cube. When I see those TikTok, some of these kids in America, it's slimy, it's slimy. Really? Some of you do like half a kilo of macaroni. You put 10 kilo of cheese. 10 kilo. Half a kilo of macaroni, put 10 kilo of cheese. And then some of them were so rude about it. You look like this, you look like that. Really? Food is food. Try it if you don't like it, but don't talk bad about food. What food is the signature dish in America? KFC, McDonald's. Try African food. It will change your life. The spice alone will kill the fat in your body. Some of this spice. Like this okra now I'm eating, it's got like about 6-7 Scotch bonnet pepper. But I'm not even sweating. So any germ, any bacteria in my bloodstream, as soon as it tastes the taste of this okra, how hot it is, that germ will just die. That bacteria inside my bloodstream will just die. Food is food. Try it. Every food, you have to try food. When you try food, you see if you like it or you don't like it. Like for me, I will never go and see American food or other country food and start to like the way some of you are behaving on TikTok. Some of you, those kind of food you have to get used to if you want to look well. If you want to look younger, if you want to look slim, if you want to look younger than your age, watch me eating this. A grandma. Look at me. I'm a grandma. I've got grandchildren. But trust me, some of you, let's go. So this food is gumbo. If any of you TikTokers come across this video, this is gumbo. In Africa, we just cook a different way. We like our palm oil. We like our palm oil. That is the difference. It's gumbo. Because of the last time I saw this American woman on Facebook who was showing us how to cook gumbo. And when I watched the method, I said, hey, this is the okra soup these American kids are making. Oh, this African food. Just because we don't use it with sunflower oil. We eat it with proper palm oil. Like this palm oil is from Ghana. Yes, African markets. This palm oil is from Ghana. We got the Sierra Leonean one. We got the Nigerian one. Nice, tasty. Cook with natural flavors. I saw the woman was cooking. The gumbo, the okra cooked more than 1 hour. When you cook okra for 1 hour, it's not gonna be slimy. It's not gonna get any nutrients. It's just gonna. And they put, what did they put there? What was she cooking with it? Turkey. She put turkey. She put prawns. That's what she was cooking. If it was an African woman, she will not put because let me explain how she was cooking it. She just puts like she cuts the turkey, the thigh and the wing of the turkey. The turkey look like a baby cow, big. You know, America, everything is big. The raw one, she just added it to the okra. If it was us Africans was cooking that same sauce, we could have used that like the smoked turkey, the smoked one, because the smoked one is packed full of flavors already. But if it was we were gonna cook it like the way she was cooking it with the raw one, we could have seasoned that raw one overnight, so the seasoning go inside the meat. But when you don't, if you are not using a lot of ingredients, fresh ingredients, you are using dry ingredients, make sure that you go away from fresh. Like if I'm cooking out with raw chicken, I have I have to put 60% of the ingredients raw ingredients, not dry garlic, dry onion powder, because the dry onion powder, you have to put it somewhere to release all that goodness, all the oils, all the flavors out of it. But she was cooking with dry onion powder, dry garlic powder, dry rosemary, all that was dry. If she was going to use that turkey with those dry ingredients, she's supposed to season, wash that turkey with lime, because how she cut it in the packets, you can see she's taking it out of the bag with all the gunk. When you take the turkey out of the packet like that, put it in the zinc. Make sure that you put lukewarm water for the unwanted feathers, and put a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of salt and lime, and wash that turkey thoroughly and remove all those gunk from the packets, from the butcher, unwanted feathers. You take them out, you rinse it maybe 2 or 3 times, you rinse it and use now the dry ingredient to season those the raw turkey. You keep that overnight. But if it's smoked turkey, you can use dry ingredient. It doesn't matter, because of that turkey must have been seasoned before smoked. Okay, cooking is easy. Cooking is easy. You just have to know the methods. Like today, I know that I have here smoked salmon. I have here leftover beef. The smoked salmon got salt before I smoked it the last time. The leftover beef is already being seasoned with salt and pepper. The prawns has got its own seasoning. And I made a prawn seasoning the last time, dry prawn seasoning with other ingredients. And then fresh onion. So I make sure that I don't put any seasoning cube because of let me show you. This is my homemade seasoning. The prawns homemade seasoning. This is prawns. In here, there is cinnamon, black pepper, white pepper, there is ginger, there is garlic. Okay, there is salt. In this prawns powder, like prawns like this, I just wash it clean. Because I'm going to make it as a powder, I don't remove the head or the tail or whatever. You just make sure that you dry it for 30 to 35 minutes with all those ingredients rubbed in it. You dry it and then you blend it. When you blend it, when I cook this, I add this. But some of the cuisine I make, you cannot add this because it's going to give you the dry prawn smell. And then it's not going to contrast like the dish I made yesterday. You cannot put this there. But this one, it just goes very nicely because of your first prawns. You got leftover beef, which the grilled beef leftover, because nothing wastes in this house. I've got smoked salmon. Yes, so that is why I didn't put any seasoning cube or whatever again, because all these are already they have their own taste. So because you don't overpower, less is more. Cooking, less is more. When you season the meats, you have to know that the meat you are eating, actually me using leftover beef, this beef is so sweet because of I make some for my potato salad. It's the leftover. I couldn't finish it, and my boy didn't come around to finish it, so I just used it today. I remove all the gravy on top and I cut it. I just add it and it's full of flavor. So I don't need to put like Maggi or other seasoning, because this alone, a teaspoon of this is seasoning. So I make sure that I did not put any ginger or garlic in the sauce again, because in here I have dry ginger, dry garlic being dried together with these prawns. So I have to know, when you are cooking, you have to know your seasoning you are using. You be careful what you season with your cooking, because some people, they over season stuff. They will season their fish. They will season the fish with all ginger, garlic, black pepper, white pepper, Maggi cube, turmeric, they season that. They put in the fridge overnight. And then when they are cooking the sauce, they're going to use that same ingredient to season the sauce. That is, in my way, is bad cooking. Because don't forget, all the ingredients, if you know that you're going to use them to cook this sauce, make sure you minimize what you are seasoning your meat with overnight. Either you just put a little bit of salt, a teaspoon of salt, and be careful. You got to put that in your mind. That's supposed to register in your mind that the fish or your chicken has been salted. So you have to know, even if you are going to add a cube in the sauce you are cooking, you have to know that part, that fish you season with that salt overnight, and the cube maybe you are going to use is salty. So you have to know all those. Is cooking is common sense, because I don't like this, the way some people, the way they make cooking. So because you can go through some recipe, you can go through the recipe, by the time you finish you reading that recipe to cook a meal, it's better for you to just call for a takeaway. You can have maybe 1,000 takeaway before even you finish reading all those recipes. Just use your common sense. Less is more. If you season your meat with this, make sure you be careful what you are putting in the actual sauce, because of you have already seasoned the meat you are using on this sauce. If it's not, you're just gonna taste salt. You're just gonna be eating turmeric, ginger, garlic, a lot of salt. You will not taste. And in cooking, you want to taste. You want to have the flavor of the prawns, the beef. If you are cooking the chicken, you need to taste all those things. You don't just want to eat a lot of ingredients. As soon as you put the food in your mouth, it's only the ingredients is going to hit you in your palates. No, you have to taste everything. Like this now. This okra, I just steamed this okra for only 3 minutes. I make sure I cut the okra very fine, because I still need the nutrients from the okra. Okay, stop the talking. Feels so good. This African gumbo is so good. I can't finish this because this is very filling. Don't forget, it's a dough. It's a dough. It's a dough. It's very, very filling. That alone is a lot. I've just ate there. Like for me, some foods I don't like them. Some food I don't like some of the food, but I'm not gonna be making my mouth like, oh, it's nasty. No, because to me, it's very rude to somebody else's culture. If I don't like it, I will just say, oh, this food tastes different. I stop eating it. But I'm not gonna make my mouth, ew, ew. To me, you're disrespecting somebody else's culture, because somebody else have been eating this food since she was born, or he was born, eating this same food. But because of you think that your food is more better than somebody else's food, or your food is more sophisticated than somebody else's food, you start making your mouth like you see something bad. Ew, oh, that looks so nasty. To me, that's somebody who's not educated, somebody who doesn't have like a travel ideas, somebody who hasn't been nowhere. Maybe if that person was born in this region, you can be British, but I know a lot of British people who don't have even British passport, because they've never been nowhere, so they don't know, they don't experiment, and they are not trying to experiment either. Some other cultures, because some cultures, like I remember when I came to this country newly, when they do their roast dinner, I hate gravy. I hate gravy, but I'm not gonna do my mouth like this. Ew, that looks so black. That look like that. That look like that. Start giving the gravy a lot of names, like some of them I were doing on TikTok. I don't like. But one day I just say, let me just try it in my roast dinner. So they put some in a little bit for me in a like a little bit of Yorkshire pudding. When I try it now, when I'm eating gravy, I my Yorkshire pudding have to be soaked in the gravy. My beef, my my potatoes, my roast potatoes supposed to be soaked in the gravy. I fell in love with gravy. I can even drink gravy now because I try. I didn't go and make my mouth like this. Oh, gravy look nasty. No, no, you don't do that because when you do that, you disrespect somebody else's culture. Like this, I'm eating now. Some of you will be sitting now. You start making, you know. But if you try, you just forget about how some food look. You try to taste. If you don't even want to eat it, put it in your palate this and taste and see. Now a lot of TikTokers, Caucasian people see now they're eating fufu with egusi, with okra, and they've never tried it before. Just because this craze, they bring this craze on TikTok of eating fufu on TikTok, and they start experimenting. Yesterday I even see a certain American blogger, mukbanger, was eating egusi. She eat a whole big bowl of egusi and fufu because she never tried it. Now she tried it. She loves it because we cook with flavor. We cook with flavors, and when we wash our meats, we don't care about this myth because there's a myth that when you wash your chicken it becomes contaminated. It's a lie. It's all myth. When I get my chicken, I get my lime, I get my vinegar, I got my salts, I put it under the tap, put a little bit of lukewarm water, I wash my chicken thoroughly. If it's a whole chicken, all those unwanted feathers, but I'm not just going to take the chicken from the packet and just put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper in the, in the oven. No, that chicken have to be washed. That chicken, that chicken have to, oh, that chicken have to be shower, shower. Remove all that sliminess, remove all those unwanted feathers, remove all. Yes, that is why I don't like. I'm not saying that I don't eat chicken from outside, but I have to be very, very hungry before I eat a KFC chicken because it's the thought that counts. Okay, God bless. For those of you who believe in God, for those of you who don't believe, I thank you for following this life.